Hi, my name is Abby. Welcome to my channel, Self is Source. On this channel, we discuss tips and tools that we can use to align with our highest self. If this is your first time joining, I'd like to say thank you for clicking on this video. If you would like to and you feel like it's aligned, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Leave a like and a comment. I really love that. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you. I'm so glad to have you back. Today's video is the new moon and Aquarius tarot reading. It's a pick a crystal reading. And for the crystals you have to pick from, the first one we have is a DRUSY amethyst. The second crystal you can pick is a rose quartz heart. And the last third crystal is a fibrous malachite cluster. So pick the crystal that calls to you. There's a tarot reading aligned with each crystal, and the intention is that the crystal that called to your intuition has a message that you are meant to receive for this lunar cycle. There are timestamps below, so you can skip to the crystal that you chose and go straight to the reading. All right, so first we have the DRUSY amethyst chunk. All right, the first card we have is the Knight of Pentacles. So for this lunar cycle, you are really being guided to take action towards your goals. Whatever ideas you have in the material world, this is really talking about money, this is talking about the physical realm, and this is talking about kind of building a strong foundation for yourself. You are being inspired to take action in that direction. This is really symbolizing having loyalty to yourself and loyalty towards the vision that you have for yourself and for your life, and you are being encouraged to do so. Just this love, I can just feel so much love out of this card. You're really being asked to push towards your goals and like literally start laying out concrete actions in the physical realm. So it's time to just go beyond the visualizing, the journaling, etc., and start allowing yourself to take actual action in the world to make your manifestations come to life. It's really about being in that flow state, recognizing that you're doing it for yourself and giving yourself permission to move forward towards your goals. Ooh, the next card you have is the Knight of Swords. That's another card. So this is about acting towards your passions. So we're seeing a lot of imagery of white animals. So again, this is really about like taking action for yourself with both of these cards, not really taking action for other people, doing it for you, doing it for your passions, for your material future, and to build yourself a foundation. The sun is shining in the background. That's a great sign. It's kind of like riding off into battle, but like battle for yourself, right? This is about pursuing your passions. Again, giving yourself permission to go for your dreams, to make your dreams come true, and to let yourself do all of the things that you have been inspired to do in the last couple of weeks, last couple of months. Now is the time to start putting in the work towards it. Now the last card you have is the Page of Swords. This card is a reminder to kind of watch your tongue. The Page of Swords is really about kind of talking too much and saying things that are kind of harmful to other people. So when I get this card, I feel like it's a reminder to not gossip. Watch yourself. Make sure that Zuko, right now, it's a reminder to watch yourself, watch what you speak. So not only is it saying to not gossip about other people, not to talk poorly about other people, but it's also to recognize that what you say is a spell. What you say is a manifestation. So stop saying all of that stuff like that's negative about your life, or saying stuff poorly about yourself, or saying things that you don't want to come true. Stop saying the worst case scenario. Stop expressing those stresses and those anxieties out into the world, because when you're speaking it, that is becoming the reality for your situation. So it is so important to watch what you speak. So again, you are really being guided, if you chose the DRUSY amethyst, to take that concrete action towards yourself and towards your goals, and to have that loyalty towards yourself, but at the same time to make sure that what you say is loyal to yourself and loyal to your actions and your goals as well too. So catch yourself. If you're talking negatively about yourself, or you're talking negatively about other people, just make the commitment to stop, because it's not really helping anybody. If somebody is doing you wrong and you feel the need to talk bad about them and talk bad about the things that are happening in that relationship, that's really just a sign to pull your energy back from that situation and put your energy towards your passions and towards building your foundation. For those of you who chose the rose quartz hearts, here's your reading. So the first card you have is the Five of Pentacles. This is symbolic of a financial change that's going to be happening in your life. So I want to point out that there's kind of a rain cloud over your head, but the moon and the stars are shining on you, and there's white birds taking flight in the background. So this is really about taking your awareness away from the negative or lack of abundance or the scarcity mindset, and to start putting in work into actually building up the foundation that you need to grow. This is a financial change, but I'm kind of feeling that this is a good omen, so to speak. So this is really connected to what you're manifesting. So if you're manifesting that scarcity and that abundance in your life, then that's the change that's coming for you. So it's important to take the proper steps to fix that mindset into a place of abundance, into a place of love, so that this light can shine on you and so that the abundance can bloom all around you. Remember, abundance originates from your heart space. So if you're feeling a lot of scarcity and lack, then it's really important for you to start moving out of love. Stop making moves to increase your money out of scarcity. Stop saying like, oh, I'm gonna take this job because it's gonna pay me a lot of money, but I don't like it. Make sure that you are doing stuff out of love for yourself and out of love for all the people around you. That is going to have a positive impact on your financial situation. So the next card you have is the King of Cups. So this is a reminder to sort of master your emotions. Seeing a lot of kind of like rain and like water falling. So this is a reminder to recognize that emotions are a normal part of the human experience, and it's really important for us to feel all of the mountains and the valleys of our emotions, to be at peace with what we're feeling, and mostly just to have awareness with what we're feeling so that we can let go of what's appropriate to let go and move on from, and so that we can process what is important for us to make sure that we are processing and conscious of. We are not repressing things, we are not dissociating from things. Instead, we are allowing ourselves to do the shadow work and do the necessary self-growth work, so that way we are able to fully release those emotions from our bodies instead of holding them in. Again, this is telling you to be the master of your emotions. That means being aware and accepting that this is a normal part of life. We're going through cycles, the ups and downs, and if we give too much importance to the present emotional state, then we're not really honoring ourselves and the energy that we have, the value that we have to share with the world. So the last card that you have here is the Seven of Swords. This card is really about being kind of severed into pieces. So if you chose this crystal, this is really telling me symbolically that you've kind of been through a really difficult time, and that's okay. It's important to think about what was learned from this situation and recognizing that whatever you lost wasn't for you in the first place. You can sort of sew yourself back together, so to speak. You can allow yourself to heal from these situations. Holding on to that trauma, holding on to that pain, holding on to that is just a burden. And really look more optimistically at things. Allow yourself to shift perspectives, because the Swords is really about thinking and communication. So shift perspectives. Instead of thinking about what was lost or thinking about how you were wronged and how you were pained, allow yourself to think about what was gained and how you're able to now use that experience to have a soul medicine, to have some sort of healing for the people around you, either the community or the collective, or even for yourself. Again, this is really about piecing yourself together, really having a reminder to show yourself a lot of love. If you have rose quartz, laying down and meditating with that rose quartz on your heart center will be really beneficial for you. Another thing that will be really beneficial for anybody who chose this crystal is visualizing taking like daggers, because you've got swords, right? So taking daggers out of your heart, like dramatically pulling it out, giving it to Mother Earth to transmute into beautiful, lovely, blossoming flowers, and then allowing those flowers to fill the void that's in your heart. You can also visualize like green light coming to you and coming straight into your heart center and getting bigger and stronger. I'm really seeing a connection between your emotional world and your financial situation. Really, you letting yourself think about all your wounds and just focusing on your wounds is making the material world have a negative downward spiral for yourself. So for you, it is really important to, again, accept the emotions that you are going through and allow yourself to process it so that you can release that and heal and move forward towards your purpose. The last crystal we have is fibrous malachite. This is such a beauty. I'm so obsessed with this piece. All right, so for you, if you chose the fibrous malachite, the message for you is the wheel of fortune, some call it. For me, it really symbolizes the wheel of life. Life is constantly a cycle. We are going through phases, always. We are going through the zodiac. We are experiencing them all. But what I see here is a lion, that's a symbol of strength, and an eagle, that's a symbol of a bird's eye perspective. So it's really seeing the cycle in its progress and recognizing where you are in that cycle. And if you don't want to stay in the cycle anymore, knowing you can step out at any point. I do see this again as a good sign. Like there is a snake here, so it's kind of like shedding your skin, allowing yourself to grow, and again, like seeing things from a new perspective. I see more stability growing in your life, more grounded, more earth energy around you, and that's really for the positive. So again, the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like good things are coming to you. I feel like the abundance, etc. You have been doing the work that's necessary for you to receive what you have been manifesting. So being aware of where you are in that cycle and just letting things go in that flow, going in that circle. So for you, you have the Two of Pentacles. This is symbolic of a financial choice. It seems like you have a couple of opportunities coming to you this lunar cycle, and these opportunities are going to have an impact on the material world, on the physical world around you. They could be job opportunities, or it could be an opportunity to move. It's going to be somewhere in that realm. But it's really important for you to honor yourself and pay attention to what feels right for you. Don't think too much about this decision. It's really important for you to kind of see how this decision will impact you in the long trajectory, and to follow your intuition, to follow what feels right to you. When you look at this person, she's really kind of just peaceful. She doesn't look super deep in thought. She's just kind of sitting back. The sun's setting behind her, so she's kind of letting herself sleep on it, so to say. All right, and then you have the Five of Cups. This is indicative of an emotional shift. So being aware of your emotions that you're going to be feeling. I think if this is your card or this is your crystal, what this is telling you is to pay attention to how the choice you're making will impact your emotions, not just in the short term, but in the long term. So the Five of Cups is kind of about like your cups being turned over, everything being poured out of you. I feel a lot of sadness. So it seems like this choice that you make, there's going to be some sort of emotional shift and sadness regardless of what this choice is. It seems on one hand, the choice is either picking something that's not right for you and then just feeling this like sense of sadness, depression, anxiety moving forward because you made a choice that wasn't aligned with yourself. And then on the other hand is picking the choice that is right for you, and that's going to be emotionally difficult as well because it's going to require you sorry, my cat just did the thing, you know, when they run away just on their back two paws and their front paws. That was funny. Oh my god, he's doing it again. Hold up, we're gonna pause. And on the other hand, you're making a choice that is aligned with you, but that's going to require you to let go of stuff that isn't right for you anyway. So it's hard. There's always sadness and grief in losing the life that we've built up for ourselves already. It's so important to make a choice that is aligned with yourself, because even though there is sadness and change, there's always some sort of grief, some sort of loss when you shift directions or shift change, etc. You want to think about the long term, right? So this is really about how this choice is going to cause some sadness for you, but you're really thinking about the cycles of life. You're thinking about the wheel of fortune, and it's not fortune as in money. This is fortune as in like abundance of joy, satisfaction, peace, etc. as you move throughout every single day. So there you have it. Those are the messages. Let me know if the message you picked resonated with your current situation or the situation at hand. Would love to hear it. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. I really appreciate you for sticking around. Thank you so much for viewing my channel. I'm sending you lots of love. Have an amazing lunar cycle.